What's up everyone? Today's video is going to be a bunch of different makeup looks that can inspire you for this festival season. We're about to kick off Coachella and I'm going to both weekends for the first time ever. I'm so excited, which means I've got 6 days of makeup looks that I can do. All right, let's get into look number 1. For this look, one of the trends I've seen a lot this year is more cool toned makeup and silver jewelry. So that's what I'm going to do. And I picked 5 eyeshadows for you. This one on the end right here is the new Victoria Beckham eyeshadow stick in the shade Oyster. It's definitely the lightest and the warmest out of all of these eyeshadows. Next, we have the Phytosurgence Flash Fluorescence eyeshadow in the shade Magnetic Maple. And that's what Magnetic Maple looks like. Definitely more purple in it. If you're on a budget, a fantastic eyeshadow are the Moira Star Show Shadow Pots. This is in the shade Eureka. And that's Eureka right here. Definitely going to be using that one. It's so pretty. If you want something more sparkly, but more on the purple side, we have Bodyography Comet. So here's Comet right here. You can see a little more blue, a little more purple. And it wouldn't be a cool tone sparkly eye without using my Stila Glitter and Glow in Diamond Dust. And that's what Diamond Dust looks like on the end. Super sparkly and silvery. I want something really bright and icy today, not so dark. And so I'm gonna go in as a base first with Victoria Beckham eyeshadow in the shade Oyster. You can see it's not the most cool toned of the bunch, but to me it is definitely still a silver. And this formula is just so easy to apply. You get tons of time to work with it and blend it before it sets down. And then once it sets, it absolutely doesn't budge. It's a super long wearing formula, but it's a beautiful kind of buttery formula with smooth, even pigment. It's a really great beginner kind of eyeshadow stick formula. And you saw that just took me 2 seconds. So I'm going to put it in the inner corner as well and brighten that up. And I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. I'm going to clean up under my eyes later. For now, I'm just going to do the Star Show Shadow Pot from Moira in Eureka all over my lid. These definitely can have some fallout, and I do find that they work better with your fingers, just pressing it in like that. And you get so much shine, and it's really easy to use. And if I were actually getting ready for a festival right now, oops, I got it in my brows, I would definitely do my eyes first because this product does have quite a bit of fallout. And then on the lower lash line, I'm taking a little bit of Phytosurgence Magnetic Maple. I have mascara on, so I'm probably gonna get it a little crumbly, but I just want some definition on my lower lash line here. And all of these eyeshadow formulas are extremely long wearing, so you get tons of time to blend, and then once they set, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about them sliding around your face as you're dancing your dick off. And I just like a little bit of the depth and smokiness that this color gives. And the gloss I'm using is the M Cosmetics gloss in the shade Lullaby. And now I'm just gonna clean up under the eyes a little bit. I just can't leave it without some rhinestones, so I'm gonna do an inner corner moment right here. Boop. Here's the final look, a nice, easy, long-wearing, cool tone, sparkly eye. So this look is gonna be all about pink. It's gonna be sparkly. There's gonna be rhinestones. I added these Indeed Labs bronzing drops into my foundation just to make me look a lot more tan. And to match the pink eyeshadow, I used the Dior Rosy Glow Backstage blush, and it just adds a nice little pop of pink. And the base of the eyeshadow is gonna be this new Victoria Beckham eyewear eyeshadow stick in macaroon. I'll zoom you in. And on top of that, we're gonna take Coolfee's eyeshadow in Sitar Sparkles, and then we're gonna add even more glitter on top. So it's gonna be all about the eyes. And this eyeshadow stick just blends so beautifully. It's a matte pink, which is really hard to do. Usually those kinds of colors I feel like end up looking really patchy, but not this one. It's just beautiful. So easy to blend, and you have so much time to work with it before it sets. So it's great if you're like me and you're not very good at blending eyeshadow. And now I'm just doing the exact same thing on the other side. It's so fast, and I'm making sure to just, you know, wing it out just a tiny little bit so I have a full eyeshadow shape. Now that we have that base, I'm going to take the Coolfee eyeshadow, and this gets the most payoff if you use your fingers. With a brush, it's nice and sheer. With your fingers, it's pigmented, and I love that it just works for all levels of eyeshadow skills. And now I'm going to tap it on top, just on the lid for some extra shine. And both the Victoria Beckham and the Coolfee eyeshadows are incredibly long wearing. Once they set, they do not budge until you take them off. So you can see that just kind of muted the color a little bit, but added a really nice amount of shine. And that's what I am going for. To really bring it all together, I'm going in with a hero product, the Kaja Rosewater Eyeshadow Trio. This middle shade is like the most beautiful pink sparkle, and it's gonna amp this up so well. And I just like to use my finger. I'll bring that bad boy almost up to the brow bone. And then same thing on the other side. Bada bing, bada boom. Under the eyes, I am going to go in with the Victoria Beckham eyeshadow stick, but I'm not going to go too far under the lower lash line. I don't want it to be about like a lower lash line pop, and I'm going to set it with a little bit of a brown shadow to take down the saturation. Now I'm just taking the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, and I'm just taking the like pinky matte shade, and I just don't want it to be quite as like pinky purple. This, as you can see, does make it look a bit darker, a little bit more like a darker pink. I just don't have an eyeshadow that matches this color, so use whatever you want. I'm actually going to add even more shine by taking the top shade of the Kaja Trio, and I'm just popping it right on the center of the lid and right here. And then just blending that a little bit. I'm gonna do my mascara off camera, and then we're gonna go in with rhinestones. So this is the eyeshadow without any rhinestones, and now we're gonna go in, pop these bad boys on. I got these on Amazon. It doesn't have a brand name, it just says made in China. So there you go. I'm using this Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. It's so gross at this point. I like it because it has a really, really thin applicator. So I'm just gonna put some on my inner corner. I'll let that set for a little bit. Now I'm just gonna try to pop that on. I went a little too high. And there we go. Rhinestone number 1. And then just repeat that on the other side. You can stop here if you want, but I'm gonna keep going. So we have 4 rhinestones done, and I think I might add a teardrop rhinestone because I've never tried that before. Just giving that glue a little bit of time to set before I pop the rhinestone on because you want it to be a little bit tacky, not liquidy. Ooh, I like that. Fun. So for lips, you can do anything you want, but with this much going on the eyes, I'm just gonna go with the clear gloss. This is the AF94 Give 'em Lip High Shine Lip Gloss in the clear shade, which is Do You See It? It's so nice. It's really thick and cushiony, and it smooths over lip lines, and it makes your lips look so much younger and so much more smooth. So if you have vertical lip lines, this is a great gloss to have, and it's just a few dollars at Walmart. There you have it. This is my finished pink sparkly makeup look, so perfect for festivals and special occasions. One of the makeup trends I'm predicting this year is just more natural, casual, effortless, lived-in makeup, almost a little bit grungy. So I have 4 favorite products that you can use for like the perfect lived-in matte brown smoky eye. Cheapest thing you can do is use what you already have. So if you have any kind of matte brown eyeliner pencil, especially one that's really creamy, you can just apply that on the lash line and then like smudge it with your finger, kind of bring it out a little bit, pop on mascara, and you're good to go. For that, I really like the Persona eyeliners because they're so pigmented and so creamy. So they're a little too creamy to do like a winged liner look, but in the waterline and on the lid for a smudgy look, they're fantastic. But because I'm a makeup lover, I just have a bunch of different eyeshadows I'd like to use today. So I'm going to show you swatches of my 4 favorite brown eyeshadows. This first one here is the Victoria Beckham eyeshadow stick in the shade Pecan. It's definitely the darkest and the most cool toned I have. So if you have more medium and maybe even deep skin, I think this would be a really good option. Next, I have the Violette FR eyeshadow in the shade To Do, and it's a little bit warmer than Victoria Beckham Pecan. Next, I have the Armani eye tint in the shade 22, and this is great if you want something a little bit more sheer, and that one is right here. And lastly, on the end here, this one's not matte. There's a little bit of luminosity to it, but what I like about it, it has a very red undertone, which is great for like a sexy, more grungy eye, and that's what it looks like up close. It's MAC Amorous Alloy, and all 4 of these shadows are completely budge proof and incredibly long lasting on my skin. I'm gonna go in with Victoria Beckham Pecan today, and it's a little bit of a stiffer, stickier formula, so I'm just taking a little bit of my face glaze to add a little bit of slip to my eyes. Not all of their eyeshadow sticks are like that. Only the shades Bottle Green and Pecan were a little bit stiffer. Okay, zoomed you in, and remember we're going for something that is just like lived in. So I'm just gonna run a little bit on my upper waterline. Nope, that's not what that is. That's a lid. And then I'm just gonna smudge it out with a brush, finger, Q-tip, whatever, and it's just gonna create a really nice like gradient effect. Add a little more, maybe like a little on the outer corner there, and start to wing it just to add some shape and definition. And then I just use my finger to draw a line. But like you can't even really see that it's an eyeshadow. It just kind of ends up looking like a genuine shadow. And I'm just building it a little bit on the lash line. So now I'm just taking the same crayon and smudging that on the lower lash line. Easy peasy. What I love about this formula and this application technique is that you just really can't even tell texture-wise that I'm wearing eyeshadow. Like it just looks like skin. Like you can't really see where the skin ends and the eyeshadow begins, and that's how I like to do a really lived-in look. And one of my favorite ways to wear a matte shadow is by popping on a little bit of like a glitter topper. Urban Decay Space Cowboy is my favorite, but I'm gonna keep this matte today because I really just want like a supernatural kind of grunge. And because I want something more grungy, I'm gonna remove a little bit of my concealer and really like blend it into that eyeshadow. I don't want like a super bright concealer look. And now I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes because I do love a really lifted lash look. And then I'm gonna take the Persona eyeliner in the shade Brown on the upper waterline and really kind of darken that lash line. And now my favorite mascara, always, Thrive Mascara. Nothing else comes with me on a festival. It's a tubing formula, so it forms tubes around your lashes, and it really lifts my lashes like no other mascara does. And what's great is that because tubing formulas form tubes around your lashes, they don't flake or smudge, at least on me. Man, just see how much of an impact that makes. And the best thing about this mascara is that it just washes off with warm water. So like at the end of the night, you might be a little fucked up. You know, you might be on a little something, something, and you don't want to just have to be like sitting there removing your makeup. You just want something that comes off super easily. And I am all about that life. I brought out maybe too many lip options. First, I'm going to try Lisa Eldridge's gloss in Sorcery to kind of match the vibe of the eyes. And at a festival, I have to go for a lip product that I can apply without a mirror that's super nourishing. So no matte lips, no lip liner. So that's lip option number one. If you want more color, I would go for some kind of like glossy lip stain. I love the new Rare Beauty lip oils. This is in the shade Honesty, and it's a really nice soft brown. And the great thing about it is that it's glossy, but it stains. And I did do a video reviewing these and trying all of them on, so I'll link that on the screen. So this is the lip option with Honesty. Let's try a nude lip. My favorite nude lipstick is Chantecaille's Patience, which is a pretty nice light, but not too light, slightly cool nude. So far, I feel like this is the look that I'm going for because it's not as warm toned as the other options. And this is also super moisturizing, smells like vanilla. Something a little more yellow based, if you have warmer undertones, could be the Victoria Beckham gloss in Tan Line. And it's not like too milky, not too nude, not something that's gonna like wash you out, and it has very comfortable hydrating serum quality. But for me, that's a little yellow. I'm gonna try the Nabla new Beyond Jelly lipstick in Lutz, spelled L-U-Z. Really nice, cool toned beige, a little bit of mauve. Yeah, I'm feeling these slightly more cool tone nudes, so I'm gonna go with either the Nabla Lutz or Chantecaille Patience. But if you want something even less makeup-y, I love the Ami Collet Lip Treatment Oil in Bliss. It's kind of a warm beigey shade, but it just feels like a really thick, comfortable, nourishing liquid lip balm, and it's practically clear. So that's another option as well. That's it. I hope you liked this 2023 festival makeup look. Let me know which one was your favorite, and if you're going to a festival, what kind of makeup style you're going for this year. If you like this video, I hope you'll subscribe, and please give this video a thumbs up so it helps YouTube push my video out to more people. And wherever you are, I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.